This is a Texas Music Feed exclusive with Captain Caveman.
Hey, all you team members out there, this is Captain Caveman. We got, what's your name there?
Reverend Jack Nasty.
Jack Nasty from the Sons of Blackwater here, and we're going to do a little interview for you. Let's hit the road with this one. I was reading about you guys, and it says you guys' music has been described as Southern rock that you can eat with a fork. Now, what is that all about?
Well, one of our mottos is somewhere in heavy metal, someone forgot about rock and roll. And we're just trying to reinstill that thick, chunky 70s sound back into the whole new metal thing. And, you know, it's got just bluesy overtones with a bunch of chunk.
Yeah, I've listened to them, seen their videos, and that does describe it perfectly. All right, how was last night's show?
Last night's show was awesome. Hydrilla did a great job. We had a band from New Orleans called Southern Brutality. They killed it. We played for a packed house all night long. And, I mean, it was just, everybody had a great time.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wouldn't have traded that experience for the world. It was our first show of the year, and it really made me happy on how it went.
Okay, and you guys, are you working on new stuff right now?
Yeah, we're working on new stuff right now. We have the first album, which is Fueled by Anger, Alcohol, and Everything in Between. And we're fixing to go back into Relentless Studios with Lee Santucci and record Stormtroopers of Bourbon.
Ooh, that's going to be the name of the album?
That's going to be the name of the album.
I like that. Sounds good. And how long you guys been together?
Oh, well, I've been in the band since '99. The rest of the guys have, they filtered in and out. I have had the honor of playing with some great musicians in the band, great guitarists, you know, great drummers, great bass players. But the group I have now really solidifies the sound that I was trying to go for and attract and, you know, get that whole Southern rock metal thing going on.
Okay, so are you like the leader of the band, or are you the guy that writes the most? Or?
We all look at the writing as it's a four-man band and it takes all four of us to do it. There's no one, you know. I mean, I might push in direction, but I wouldn't necessarily call myself the leader.
Okay. So everybody kind of has a good say, and it's a democracy, not
It's a democracy. Yeah, we feel that everybody should own a piece of the band, and by everybody owning a piece of the band, you know, everybody feels a little bit more compelled to be more artistic and, you know, push through on making their own sounds come out.
Okay, and when we were talking earlier, he said they broke the bonus of the club. What does that mean? What actually did you do?
Well, the club gives you a promised certain amount of money, and when you break the bar bonus, once they break so much at the bar, all the bands get more money to split on the bonus. So we broke their bar sales, and you know, he told me, well, you broke your bar sales by 11 o'clock. We're pretty sure it was 10:30, but we're going to call it 11. But you broke your bar sales bonus by then. And we still had another 3 or 4 hours to go in the night.
Okay, so these guys were responsible for people drinking heavily and banging their heads, and also you're responsible for everybody else getting a little bit more money.
Yes.
These guys rock. One more question. What do you think is the future as far as touring? Are you going to do you want to do like a United States tour? You want to stay in Texas? You want to go all over?
Well, we want to go all over, of course, but right now we're starting out regionally. We're hitting the tri-state area, Texas, Louisiana, you know, break out into Mexico if we can.
Okay.
You know, we've got a pretty good following in Louisiana from, you know, Lake Charles to New Orleans, and we got a bunch of great bands that we play out with.
Okay.
You know, that we've done a lot of show swapping with in that area. So, I mean, but the goal is we're hitting regional right now, and once we get good and comfortable with hitting regional, then we're going to span out and try to go ahead and do, like, you know, go to the East Coast and back, and then, you know, go to the West Coast and back, and then, you know, plan proficiently and not just jump on the road and bang our heads against the wall.
Have you ever thought about, or have you ever heard about the Redneck Riviera?
Can I say that I have?
Okay, the Redneck Riviera people, Captain Caveman went there last year, and it was a very strange experience. You go to Alabama, on the border of Florida and Alabama, and there's some crazy people down there, and they got a lot of nice bars, a lot of good clubs. It's a resort in the middle of somewhere. When you say I'm going to Alabama to a resort, people laugh at you. think you're just gonna go down there and drink a bunch of beer with some hooligans. But stuff like that. Would you be looking into things like that, like playing like little resort areas, Redneck Riviera? I mean, I think you guys would hit it off well there.
Well, I mean, we do appeal to a wider range of people because of our bluesy, our bluesy side.
Yeah.
We get country guys that like us. Bikers love us. And I mean, we appeal to the younger generation because we have that thick chunk, but at the same time, there's a lot of older guys that like our stuff because they're like, man, that, kind of sounded like 38 Special, man. That was a good, so we appeal to a lot of people. So, I mean, as far as that, I'd be game to go anywhere. I'm pretty confident on getting on any stage and entertaining the crowd, no matter who or what it is.
Have you all ever played San Antonio?
No, we played Corpus, Harlingen, Dallas, Austin, Lake Charles, Slidell, Baton Rouge, And like I said, we're starting to reach out this year. Our goal this year is to play less shows here in Houston. Once every 3 or 4 months maybe. But we're trying to saturate ourselves outside of the Houston area scene and build a name for ourselves in other cities.
Okay, well, all you San Antonio TMFers, look these guys up on Facebook. It'd be a good game to get down there and rock out. San Antonio is getting, flooded by tribute bands, and we need some original music there. Well, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. We're going to kind of conclude the interview here. This is Jack Nasky from the Sons of Blackwater. Are y'all playing a show tonight?
No. Tonight's off. Our next show will be in New Orleans in June.
New Orleans in June. Don't miss it. This is Captain Caveman from TMF, Texas Music Feed, with Jack Nasky from Sons of Blackwater. Thank you very, very much for coming out today, and we're out.
Take it sleazy, sinners.